I recently took a little trip to Olvera Street to do a bit of sightseeing. My favorite thing was seeing the Avila Adobe, the oldest building in Los Angeles. I loved the ordinary, simple, rustic feel it gave me. During the last episode on the Ethiopian coffee ceremony, I think I may have cracked the mystery of opening the box that was gifted to me by the LeafBean Legacy. I think the clue was in the way the books are arranged in the Stack Books Cafe's logo. Let's see if my theory is right. Don't you think the top and bottom of this box looks like two books? In the logo, the middle book has vertical lines like here. The bottom book is shifted to the left. I thought maybe that might be telling me to... Yes, got it!
Light makes the unknown known. This match will uncover the missing piece if you use it at the right moment. Only then will the box be opened.
The right moment, huh? Well, until then... All this hunting for clues is like something out of a movie. Like Indiana Jones or something. Actually, before I forget, let me get on my computer and add that to my watch list for later. I've been wanting to watch that lately. Okay, movies. Oh, thought I disabled pop-ups. Oh, the LeafBean Legacy. I was wondering when I'd hear from these guys again. An inquisitive beverage enthusiast
finds herself wondering about the idea of legacies. She goes on a search to find a drink that is itself a legacy. One of few surviving remnants from an empire that is gone but not forgotten. She proves her dedication by drinking a relic from the past.
Clearly, the LeafBean Legacy is asking me to find a drink from an ancient kingdom that is still made today. Luckily, when I toured Olvera Street, I learned about Atole, and I think it would be perfect for this task. So, the LeafBean Legacy wants me to find a drink that's a relic from the past. Atole is a drink that can be traced back thousands of years to the Neolithic period of the Stone Age. Before that time, people roamed in nomadic tribes, following the migrations of the animals they hunted. The Neolithic period marked the era in history when people began to settle into areas more permanently and grow their own food. This hallmarked a way of life that was much more dependent on agriculture than on migrating herds of prey animals. Maize was a crop upon which life depended, so it's no wonder that so many different foods and drinks were made from maize. When maize, an ancient form of corn, is ground into flour that is used for dough, it's called masa harina, or just masa, Masa can be made from yellow, white, or blue corn. Atole, in its simplest form, involves stirring masa together with water to achieve a drinkable consistency. If the LeafBean Legacy asked for a surviving remnant from an empire that is gone but not forgotten, they'll be pleased to know that Atole was favored in the Aztec Empire and today remains a popular drink in Mexican culture. The Aztec Empire rose and flourished, showing significant cultural advancement, and many cups of Atole were consumed. In fact, the name Atole is derived from the name that the Aztecs gave to it in their language. The first written accounts of Atole were recorded by Hernan Cortez. He described what he called an energetic drink made from corn, chilies, honey, and water. It was drank in Mexico for millennia. Then, when the Spanish conquistadors began to colonize the area, they added milk for more luxury. Remember, milk at the time was not as readily available as it is today. When Cortez recorded Atole as an energetic drink, he was right. Atole is a drink of fortification and endurance, due to the vitamins and minerals it contains. These include phosphorus, zinc, electrolytes, and vitamins B1 and B7, all of which help the body to maintain itself throughout the day while feeling strong and keeping fatigue at bay. To make Atole yourself, you will need masa. As mentioned, masa is basically dough made from ground corn, but the important thing is that the corn has been nixtamalized first. The word nixtamalization may be a mouthful, but the concept is quite simple. It's when the corn kernels are cooked in an alkaline solution, such as water and cooking lime. This is the same thing that gives tortillas their slightly sour taste. Don't worry, almost all masa you buy will already have been nixtamalized. From there, it's really easy to make Atole. Cook the masa on the stove with water and add whatever flavors you want. It's common to enjoy Atole sweet with sugar, milk, and spices, or savory with salt, butter, chili peppers, and sometimes even meat to achieve a flavor more like chili. If you want your Atole sweet and really want to stick to tradition, try grating a cone of brown sugar, called piloncillo, into your mixture. Personally, I love how anything goes with this drink. Whatever flavoring or spice takes your fancy, add it. Be inspired to make it your own art. On my little trip to the old Adobe, I heard mention of people adding anything from cinnamon to blackberry to guava. There is a version served on Day of the Dead called Atole Negro, or Black Atole, which gets its color by adding cocoa shell, anise, and corn silk. I think it's important to make any drink, whether tea, coffee, or Atole, cater to your own personal palate. After all, it is your experience, isn't it? That's why Atole can be so much fun, because your drink can become your own creation limited only by your creativity and imagination. Just remember, of course, that we don't always need to oversaturate ourselves with over-the-top flavor in everything. Here in the US, we live in a society that bombards us with more sensation than we actually need. In all ways, not just tastes. Living like that, it can be easy to become desensitized to finer, more delicate flavors. Sometimes I have to stop and ask myself, when was the last time that I really tasted every bite I ate, every sip I drank? Everything has its own natural beauty, so let's not lose sight of that as we get creative with our Atole making. That being said, it is fun to enhance it and make it our own personal art. That's how it goes from being simply a flavorful drink to an experience. Dear LeafBean Legacy, in Mexico there is a very old saying, Más vale atole con risas que chocolate con lágrimas. Atole with laughter is better than chocolate with tears. It's a way of saying that although you may not have much as far as luxury and riches, as long as you have things like laughter, friends, and peace in your soul, those are the things that matter. Atole can teach us to stop and appreciate the ordinary, the commonplace. After choosing Atole as the drink that has outlasted a bygone ancient era, I find it interesting that a drink that was enjoyed in the Stone Age, the Aztec Empire, and modern times has taught people the same lesson over and over, showing that although the ages may change, people never do. History just keeps reminding me that, like Atole, life can be savory or sweet, and it's beautiful both ways. Neither one is better than the other, and we need both. I look forward to seeing what I can illuminate with the match you hid in the secret compartment of the box. Until then, I'll keep my eyes open. Sincerely, Savor.